This is a Sachsen Model or Saxony Model railway coach number 14329 in the catalogue. It represents a sleeping car of the former Soviet railways, so that's SZD, and I think it's a type WLABM. I'm casting my mind back, I'm pretty sure I used to have one of these sleeping cars when they used to be Schicht models, and it may be that the body shell is an old Schicht moulding. But this one has certainly got a lot of decoration and interesting parts to it, and I think it might actually even have lighting as well. So let's get this open and we'll check it out. So in with this model we have this, which is a sticker sheet with some destination boards which you can apply to this coach. We also have this rather large leaflet which details about the routes that this coach would have run, which is all starting from Moscow and used to go to places like Berlin and even down to Madrid, would you believe. It details how to fit the destination boards onto the coach, and it has many different languages, including English, so it's quite interesting. It has the history of this coach, and it shows that this used to be Era 4. And it shows up here that these coaches were made between 1959 and 1983. And here it details a list of European cities as well, which you could get the train to Moscow from. Imagine that, a different era, that's for sure. We can't do that these days. And here is the coach. It looks pretty refined, I think. And it's also quite unusual as well. You can see that there's quite a lot of stuff going on inside those windows. So let's take a closer look. So I am pretty convinced this is an old Schicht model, although I'm not 100% sure. There might have been some refinements to the moulding. It certainly looks pretty good. The model doesn't have any lights at the end. We do have some paint where the lights would be. You can see the red dots there. And we have some printing which is very clear, and the gangway with a kick-down plate as an extra piece that's been added on. The glazing looks really good. You can see we've got silver surrounds there and a couple of bars moulded into the plastic. And we even have the handle picked out in silver as well. The buffers here are integral into the chassis, which I'll come on to in a moment, and this one looks as though it's got Fleischmann couplings fitted to it. Looking down the side, the handrails here at the door have been picked out in silver, which is really good. The glazing's very clear too, and I love these silver surrounds, and also the door handle's been picked out in silver too. There's a yellow line running the whole length of the carriage, which has been masked off and painted onto it, and it looks really good as well. So it's been moulded in this dark green colour, which works really well. It's kind of almost completely matte, but it's got a slight sheen to it, but it looks really good. And the top part has been sprayed in this matte grey colour, and I'll come onto the roof in a moment. As we look down the side, we've got some writing there printed onto it, which is very clear. If we move into the centre, you can see it more clearly here. There's a lot of it, and there's also that shiny railway logo as well. Inside, you can see that we've got this really strange looking thing here. I wonder whether this is meant to be pillows or something, or maybe it's curtains. I'm not quite sure. It looks very decorative and interesting, but I don't know what they are. If you know, let me know in the comments. But inside, with the windows being so clear, you can see the full interior, which has the beds even down to the pillows as well, which is great. And as we move to this end of the carriage, it's just pretty much the same. Some different printing on it, but we have another door very much like the first one. And no difference at this end of the carriage either. And looking up top, we've got some panels which are very nicely defined. They look as though they could open, but they don't actually, but the definition is really good on those. And aside from the hatches at each end of the carriage, there's nothing in the middle. There's no moulding mark either, which is really good. Looking at the bogies, there's a lot of really nice deep relief on these, and the brakes are in line with the wheels. The wheels revolve really well. They're not dulled metal, but they have black plastic inserts, and they also have black sheaths on the axles as well to dull them down a bit. There's quite a lot of movement in this bogie, so it'll keep on your rough track. And we have NEM pockets here for the couplings, which cantilever separate to the bogies. Integral into the chassis are these steps which come down here, which are alright. And looking in the middle, we've got some bracing and brake gear, which is very well defined. And I like the boxes here with the hatches on them, they're really well done. I would say possibly this plastic is a little bit shiny though. I'd dull this down with some matte varnish. But certainly all the equipment underneath this coach is really well defined under there. So I just pulled the bogie off there. It's just a clip fit, and I was hoping to see some pickup for some lighting on this, but unfortunately it doesn't have any. But it certainly is a really interesting coach with a lot of interesting decoration on it. Even on this side, which has got the corridor, it's still got these things on the windows, which, you know, I'm not sure what they are. They almost look like flags or something. I'm not quite sure, but it really adds to the character of this coach. So I can't really fault this one. It looks pretty cool, and as a second-hand model, this one is in fantastic condition. I'll tell you how much it cost in a moment, but I'll put this on the scales just now and we'll see how much it weighs. So this coach comes in at 153 grams. So this model of the SZD sleeper car from Sachsen Modelle, I think is actually a really fantastic model. It's got so much nice detail on it. I love the interior and those unusual things in the windows. And the printing on this of the numbers and the logos is really spot on. There's no problems with the masking as well on the painting, and it seems to roll really well too. It's certainly got a high enough level of detail and interest to make this a really good purchase. It hails from a time when Europe was a different environment and you could get around a lot more freely than you can now. And it's a bit sad that we can't do these epic train journeys overnight into far-flung places and have these big adventures anymore. But you can still have that adventure on your model railway with a coach like this. So how much did this set me back? Well, I managed to pick this up for £12, which I think is not a bad price, although I do actually think I got a bargain. It is in very good condition. Sachsen models, I think, are a little bit undervalued on the second-hand market, so you can pick them up pretty cheap, and I would definitely check them out because this is a great coach, I think. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to know your thoughts, and if you liked this video, remember to give it a thumbs up. It really helps this channel. I'll put this on the turntable so you can see all the way around, and that icon that's going to appear, just click on it and I'll see you there. But thanks for watching this one and checking out this coach, and I will see you on the next one.
So model train, model worlds, choo choo, model trains, tiny worlds, choo choo, model trains, tiny train, model worlds, choo choo, model trains, tiny worlds, choo choo.